Jennifer Knight joins me from Lansing in the state of Michigan. She's an abortion rights activist. Jennifer, thank you for your time. Obviously, now that a decision has been made, there are lots of very complex issues on the table. Just walk us through some of the potential implications for women or women in a post-Roe America.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at a very grim situation for abortion seekers going forward. We're looking at people having to possibly cross state lines, as was previously mentioned, sometimes up to thousands of miles, take time off work, and risking their health in order to seek a very necessary piece of reproductive, healthcare, reproductive justice.
And obviously women will be doing that so that they're not prosecuted in their home states. Now,
Right.
when women do travel, what is that going to mean for the clinics that are supporting them? I mean, we're talking about thousands of women potentially who would otherwise be criminalised in their home states, travelling to these various clinics. And as we just heard in that report earlier, there are a whole host of legislative concerns here in terms of redistributing the burden of healthcare. How are these kind of clinics that often run on a shoestring budget going to cope with these women that are likely going to be heading there?
Well, that is one of the biggest concerns for abortion advocates right now, is that the burden on these clinics will already compound. Right, they're already operating often on a very, very tight budget, and with staff that obviously believe in it. But yeah, they will have to care for patients out of state, if those patients can even get out of state, because that is one of the trigger laws that is written in some of these states, is that they have criminalized even leaving the state to seek medical care.
And of course, a move like this affects the poor and minorities first and the most. Half of the black population in the US lives in the South, the states, of course,
Yes.
with the strictest laws. Talk us through the broader reproductive implications for women there. If more women are going to be having babies, what conversations need to be had about better natal care, better childcare, that sort of thing?
Those are precisely the conversations that we need to be having about better natal care and better maternal leave, parental leave altogether, and altogether, supporting the impoverished and supporting people, of less means. Many of our abortion talking points come from the Southern Poverty Law Center, and so much of my, my activism centers on the ideas and the concepts coming out of that part of the country.
Now, President Joe Biden has said he will fight to protect what rights women have, like the freedom to travel and access medications, to end early pregnancies. How far can the administration actually go to protect these rights? And what can Congress do to try and back it up?
Yeah, I think that it remains to be seen. I'm not sure of how enforceable those laws will be, or exactly how they plan to. Obviously, we know that our cell phones have tracking data. We know that there's any number of ways to, run into legal trouble. But I'm not sure how it is that the federal government plans to protect women from some of the state, legislation that could harm them.